So I started with TripAdvisor 6 years ago, and I started creating a destinations team. So my previous position was more commercial, and we were working with destinations across EMEA and across APAC, and educating them about TripAdvisor and also selling display advertising. So this is a very different role. It's been a role that's been discussed a lot within the company, and in America we have Brian Payey, who's been doing a similar role. But the idea for TripAdvisor is and it's not kind of a new idea. The whole interest for us is to talk to the industry openly and be more communicative, because we grew from a fairly small company to the world's largest travel site very quickly, and we're in a fantastic position, and we have so many different tools for the industry. So for Spanish hotels, for the restaurants, for the attractions, for the destinations, there are so many things they can do on our site. So we have a fantastic management center that any business can go and sign up as the owner. They can upload images, videos, they can respond to reviews, they can have a communication in our forums, they can write a description of their product. And we want to expand this communication. We want to ensure that when we work with CEAT and with ITH and other associations here in Spain, we want to make sure that we get that message in through, and we're there to help the industry. So we want to make sure that the industry, and there's a lot of questions about TripAdvisor, no doubt, because when it's user-generated content, it's the opinion of the world, it's the opinion of people who travel, and it raises a lot of questions. So we want to be here even more to answer those questions and help the industry to answer the questions from the independent hotels who may not be able to pick up the phone and talk to me directly. I think the hotels have taken all our products with great interest, because what we have is a level playing field. So we created a platform where they have 4 options. So if you're a hotelier, what you need to do anyway, you have to have a great service, you have to have a clean hotel, your product has to be correct. So you can just manage your listing, use all the free products that we offer. That's your first option. We have a business listing with an annual subscription. We have Trip Connect, where you can go and bid for the meta spots, and the new thing, instant booking, that we haven't yet rolled out in Spain, but there's plans for the future. Is a commission-based service, which just means that we take the credit card details on TripAdvisor, we pass on the booking to the actual booking site. So we're still not transactional, and we feel there's a lot of questions from the industry to understand what's the difference between the 4. And sometimes hotels react obviously strongly, and I understand that, but we always say there's the first option, which is we offer a fantastic platform where you don't necessarily need to spend money, but if you want to be pushing bookings to your property, we offer 3 commercial options as well. So it's really creating options that create more bookings and get more people booking Spain and the rest of the world, obviously. I mean, I don't have any stats in hand, but I'd be delighted to look at some statistics. So we're creating new services within also our annual subscriptions where we offer much more statistics than we did before, and I think that's really important for an independent hotel, a small hotel, or even a chain hotel, but especially for the independents, because the money you spend, you want to know what you're getting for it. So you want to know some small hotel somewhere in Andalusia who works with us on a subscription basis, what they'll be able to see is where are the people coming from who are looking at their hotel, and that gives kind of pretty amazing market knowledge for them, because if they're getting a lot of views from the French market, for example, they may want to improve their property and say, okay, we need a French speaker in reception, or they may want to translate the menus in, let's say I'm from Finland, so I always talk about Nordics. Let's say they're getting a lot of bookings from the Nordics. They may want to have a little thing in Finnish or Swedish, because it gives you that knowledge. So we showcase the fact that the world is looking at your property, but you can see the nationality. So you have a great dashboard that you can use, and that's really the marketing intelligence that they need. And we encourage them to track as well how much traffic they get. But I think the education is what we want to enhance. So we have Mercedes, who's our territory manager here in Spain. She's done an amazing job. We work with Red.es, did a great roadshow with them, and we've been talking to CEAT as well to see whether we could do more educationals, more for the properties, because I think the key is to understand what options they have and then understand what they can get out of it. And there's so much data in this world, and people love data, but we putting things in perspective, saying that's data that's important for you. We can talk about our 350 million people who come to TripAdvisor. That's an important number. But what that hotelier cares is how many people are looking at my hotel, the region where I am, where they're coming from, and then later on read the reviews and understand what am I doing great, where can I improve, and then use the management response to upsell. So if someone's upset about the restaurant, talk about your spa. So kind of address the concern, but then upsell. So there's so many options, and that's the messaging we really want to get out to the industry.